Hello, this is Skip. I want to touch bases with you. First of all, happy 4th of July, and thank you for all those who have sacrificed to the military and given their lives in service to this country, to them and their families. That's what we celebrate. We celebrate freedoms. I'm doing a live broadcast again because there's just so much going on right now that I want to try to keep you posted on a couple of things and some things that are coming on. I've correlated the Independence Day with a concept of our own personal independence and what it takes. And I want to talk for a minute about entrepreneurism, because there's a program that we're in the process of releasing that is specifically geared for entrepreneurs. There's no real college classes that I know of, nobody specializing in training entrepreneurs. And yet, if you look at our culture, some of the most wealthy people, some of the most successcul people, whether it's in wealth or however the success comes, are in fact entrepreneurs, or that entrepreneurial spirit. I've mentioned this before. There's, if you look at the numbers, 96% of those people who start out to do something great, to accomplish something and really grow something in their lives or have a better life or whatever, actually fall short. Some of them falling way short. And that's really unfortunate. There's only 4% of the people who really ultimately make those higher levels. Mary and Sarah, gosh, what a name. Haven't seen you in a long time. I see your posts every once in a while. I hope you're doing well. I'll go on with my little broadcast here. The entrepreneurial spirit, I kind of lost my place here for just a second, but the entrepreneurial spirit is an amazing thing. And there's nobody that really teaches it. There's certain core principles that go into building success in one's life. And some of the most important essentials that it takes to prepare for something bigger and better in life are things that are completely looked over or overlooked. The training online, I do a lot of stuff online, and the training that's available online is usually focused on a specific program. There's all kinds of quote-unquote business opportunities, quote-unquote. And the reality is that most of the training online is done to promote a specific business opportunity and falls short of some of the basics that required to become a successful entrepreneur, which is one of the reasons that so many people fail in online marketing. Let's just throw out some numbers for just a second, because I want to come up with a really efficient way to explain something. If somebody came up to you and said, can you see yourself making $100,000 a month? Most people would look at that and at least internally chuckle just a little bit to themselves and say, yeah, right, and would not count them in as somebody who could really do that. Entrepreneurs are leaders, they're trailblazers, and most of us don't see ourselves as trailblazers. Unfortunately, our culture over time has trained us to be a little more follower than leader. If I look back, I was raised to believe that a successful man and a good family man was a guy who had a great job, made a good living, took weekends off, mowed the lawn, and went back and did it all week again. And thus goes the grind, and everybody looking forward to Friday. And the reality is there's nothing wrong with working hard. There's nothing wrong with having a family and having those values. But the end game is that very few people, though they may want much more, don't really know how to get more and don't really see themselves as being capable of getting much more. So when you hear some ridiculous number, or it sounds at least ridiculous to us, is $100,000 a month. Well, the reality is I know a bunch of people who are making well over $100,000 a month. There's people doing it. Well, what's the difference? They have the same 24 hours in a day. The difference is that they believe they can. They've got a mindset that for whatever the reason, they have come to believe that they can do it, and they do it. If you believe you can, you're right. If you believe you can't, you're right. So where do you go to adjust that mindset and take that broader view? If I took the number down, and let's just take it down to $10,000 a month. Well, the reality is that $8,000 a month represents $100,000 a year, and there's a lot of people making $100,000, and in this economy, that's not a necessarily unusual number or necessarily high number. But if I said $10,000 a month and you could make it, most people, again, would shy back and say, well, I don't know if I could do that. And so it's all about mindset. And here's what I'm leading up to. is that the training that you get online is just fragmented, and there's nothing to connect the dots and give you all the tools you really need to succeed. Most of the training, again, is geared towards a specific business opportunity. Well, most of those business opportunities just simply evaporate. And in fact, right now, there's a bunch of companies that are under scrutiny of the FTC, some of them being actually shut down, who have been misquoting and promising things that are just not even realistic. And the result is they're getting shut down. So how do you stay within the boundaries and be realistic and not all of a sudden find yourself in trouble because you've overstated the possibilities? It's a kind of a high wire act, if you will. Here's the deal. I'm working with a company called 4%, and this is not a promotional message just for 4%, but I've seen something in what they do that is completely unique to anything else I've seen in online training. It deals with mindset and understanding and perspective and all those aspects, as well as all of the critical issues. If you're in an online business, and it doesn't matter. I mean, you could be mowing lawns. You could be an insurance agent, a real estate agent. You can be anybody who needs customers for business and need to have traffic, need to have people coming to you that want your product, whatever that is, a product or service. Well, the 4% specializes in teaching people to become part of the 4% and not just the 96, including mindset and all the tools necessary to attract customers and attract business. If you look at what Amazon, just as an example, has done, they've really changed the face of marketing. There will still be physical brick and mortar businesses that are going to be out there and whatnot, but here's the interesting thing. You can be in a brick and mortar business or anything you want to and still utilize the internet to attract business and grow. There's a lot of people. I have very good friends, and I've been involved myself in network marketing. Network marketing is a great resource, and there's a lot of phenomenal products and great people, many of whom I'm still friends with that I appreciate and admire. Network marketing has proven itself as a viable vehicle for building one's business. The problem with network marketing, if there is a problem, is that it tends to be one-on-one, and you're always inviting friends and family. And some people to the extent that they'll never go to another family reunion, if you get my drift. The reality is that anybody in network marketing could be using online resources if they only knew how. If they knew how to access resources that at this moment they probably don't even know exist. Well, 4% that I'm working with recognizes things and has proven things that there's availability of clients, target marketing and whatnot that the majority of the industry, the majority of the markets and those in marketing are not using, certainly not to any degree. And so 4% teaches people how to be successful. It deals with mindset, it deals with understanding, personal perspective, and all of the ingredients necessary to be a strong and positive entrepreneur. And there's an awful lot of people that I know, and I know well. I have one friend in Cincinnati, and he's just this really cool guy. Not highly educated, wasn't a great student, didn't really get good schooling as he grew up, but he's smart, and he is willing to work hard. And he's actually one of my mentors in the online business, and he makes, I don't know, someplace between $25,000 and $50,000 a month. Takes good care of his family. He works 8 to 10 hours a week. I mean, he's worked hard and put in a lot of hours to get where he is. But he's doing things that most people just can't even perceive in their minds. And yet he learned from a system that taught the mindset, taught the elements, the different programs that you can use to build yourself online and to attract customers that want what you have to offer. It's an incredible story. Well, I know him and a lot of others who have done the same thing. Now, I'm not sitting here trying to promise everybody that if they sign up and they go in and they utilize the services of 4%, that they're going to become rich overnight. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that anybody on any budget, from free to paid advanced courses or whatever, can find what they're looking for in the 4% package. It's evolving and changing. They've been doing some stuff for a long time, and they finally hit a package, and they've grown in such stature, and they have such amazing master class training available that anybody can go through and learn and improve their situation and change their outlook, believe in themselves, and know that they can do something more than what they're doing now. I've been doing these live broadcasts, and I did one yesterday because I was part of an internal video meeting with 4%, and I had another one. Well, the last couple of days I've had meetings online, and what they're doing right now is stuff that I've been in sales and marketing and training and writing programs for a lot of years. I was a syndicated columnist for a long time in the specialty coffee industry, writing about sales, marketing, and trading and all those things. And so I recognize something when I see it. And this is amazing. It is powerful. It's geared towards online. But anybody, I don't care what you're doing, if you want training, if you want to advance training, it's available. And there's enough training that even in the free stuff that they offer, 50% of the training that they offer is going to be free. They're setting this up now. All the elements are all there. They're putting it in a program that they're going to release officially here very soon. And I'll keep everybody posted on that. But this is anybody who wants to improve their situation, anybody who wants to attract more customers. It doesn't matter what business you're in, and it can be a business for profit or not. It can be whatever. Whatever you're looking for that's going to require more people in the mix, this is a service that you can use. So anyway, there's this a new push, and it is a comprehensive is the best word I can give it. It is comprehensive training for all aspects of entrepreneurism. I'm going to keep everybody posted on it. I just want to kind of prep you a little bit and get you thinking about this. I will also leave my website up. I'll put it on, and there's a current offer right now for one program that it's you sign up for $1, and then it's I think $19 a month. I think from there on, that's one of the programs called the Challenge. So that's available. There's different things. And there's also a program that will be released soon where you register for free, and then you can take advantage of whatever the classes and whatnot for free and get training that most people online have been paying literally thousands of dollars for. The level of training that is available through 4% is unprecedented. And it is by people who have done that. It's all trained and taught by people who are in fact making more than $100,000 a month. These are guys who they are in the 4% group. They know what they're doing. They've proven it, and they're exceptional teachers, and they have history in the industry, and they're really teaching what entrepreneurism is from the core. So anyway, I don't want to labor this a long time. I would ask you this, and this would help a lot. I'm going to be giving out some special things and with contact with certain individuals as we go along, and those individuals are people who will, if anybody that watches this, if they like and they make a comment and they share, you'll be in a pool of people who will receive some free things that I'm going to be sending out and whatnot that are going to help you along the way and give you additional insight. So I'm kind of excited about that. And the other thing is that when you do that, it helps me in terms of people, me getting the word out as to what I'm doing. I'm not doing this video right now to sell anybody anything, but to kind of shine a light on entrepreneurism and what's possible, and some of the things that are coming, and they're coming very soon. We'll be releasing some things, and I'm really excited about that. So it doesn't matter what your budget, it doesn't matter what your interest. If you're looking for more people to visit your business, to access people who want what you have, targeted marketing, then you may have a real interest in this. And so continue to follow me where you can. So anyway, I see Mary, you're still there. Again, it's really good to see your voice. I see that little light going up. This is kind of fun to do. I've kind of revisited a lot of people that I haven't seen in some time, so that's kind of fun. So anyway, I thank you for letting me go unscripted and just share my heart and what's going on. And there'll be a lot more of this to come, so keep an eye. And I revisit happy 4th of July, Independence Day. We are a country that's independent, and those who have fought and died for that. And wouldn't it be nice if all of us could find a level of independence in our time and our finances and the things that enhance life, and that we could have that knowing that for every one of us, regardless of your age, your whatever it is, your gender, whatever it is, we are in a land that encourages freedom and independence. And so we can celebrate that on a lot of levels today. So again, with that, I could ramble on for a long time, but I'll be back and talk to you more. So thank you. Happy 4th of July, and God bless.